I built a WordPress plugin that will allow you to completely automate your social media marketing. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it works. What if you could sit down once a week, plan out your entire social calendar, schedule it across 10 different platforms, and be done? That's exactly what you can do using Smart Social Schedule. Hi there. My name is Veena Prashant. I'm the creator of award-winning WordPress plugins such as Smart Quiz Builder, Smart Creator Press, and more. Now, this is Smart Social Schedule. It's the only WordPress plugin that creates your social content, generates relevant images, generates video script, customizes it per platform, and allows you to schedule it across 10 different platforms with a click of a button, all from a single dashboard. One piece of content customized and published across 10 different platforms with a click of a button. How cool is that? I'm excited to give you a demo of Smart Social Schedule. Let's dive in. So before you start using the Smart Social Schedule plugin, there are a few things you need to do. All of this is like one-time things. You don't have to do it again once you have done it. Number one, you need to download the Smart Social Schedule plugin, the core plugin. Also, there is an AI add-on, Smart AI. Activate the Smart Social Schedule plugin is going to ask you for a license key. Enter your license key, which you will find in the same section as where you downloaded the plugin from. And same thing with Smart AI. Click on Smart AI and then enter your license key for Smart AI. And again, you're going to find all this information in the download section. So enter the license key for these plugins and activate it. That's it. So once you have done this, there are a few things you need to be ready with before you start using this plugin. So you need to connect SSS to whatever platform you want to automate this social posting with. What I recommend is start with one, right? I don't want you to get overwhelmed trying to connect all of these platforms all at once. So start with one, test out everything. And then once you know exactly how this plugin works, you can then activate the other platforms as well. So there's just one-time setup where you can follow our documentation. We have step-by-step documentation, follow the steps, and connect any one of these platforms to your site using SSS. So the cool thing is if you set it up for Facebook, it also is the same thing works for Instagram as well. So you don't have to do it twice. So follow the steps and create your API. It's going to give you API keys, and you're going to need to enter that and connect SSS to your social platform. Again, I would recommend start with one, and then you can add other platforms later. So do that in SSS backend settings page. You will find connect platforms. Go ahead and connect whatever platform you want. Next thing you're going to do is connect it to your LLM. So say that you want to use OpenAI. SSS is going to need your OpenAI API keys. Same thing if you want to use Anthropic Claude. You're going to need your Claude keys. Same thing with Gemini. So SSS integrates with all three LLMs currently, and you can decide which one you want to use. And the cool thing is you can use all three if you want. Whenever you're creating your posts, you can say, for this one, I want to connect to Gemini. For this one, I want to connect to Claude. For this one, I want to connect to OpenAI. It's that flexible. So after you enter your license key, you're going to see this screen first. This is the getting started screen. And here, if you go to how it works, you already know what to do, right? Because you need to connect your social accounts. Next step is to set up your AI API keys. So you can see platforms. These are the platforms SSS supports currently. It can also generate a blog post for you if that's all you want to do. In that case, you don't need to connect with any social platforms. So let's go to the social post page right here to get started. So the first thing you're going to see is this pop-up when you click on the Manage Social Post page. And this one, you just have to set it up once. And this will allow SSS to understand who your audience is, what are they trying right now that's not working for them, what are their frustrations, what are the things they want, what kind of transformation they're looking for, stuff like that. Just simple questions. And even if you don't know the answers to these and if you want help, there's also AI integration with that as well. All right. So all you have to do is enter your niche. So who is your audience? In my case, for example, online business owners. Simple. And what are they trying to do right now that isn't working? Say that you don't know exactly how to fill this out. You can say, I need help. This is why I said that you first need to enter your API keys for AI and connect the social stuff. This way, you can just start using it right away. So here, I have already connected it to all of these platforms, all of these LLMs. So you can decide which ones you want to use. Let's say I want to use this one. So let's go ahead and generate some ideas for that question. It's going to take a few seconds. So here you can see simple answer. So let's say I selected this one. Again, you can change this later. What result do they want right now? Okay, so you don't have to figure out anything. Everything we have made it really easy for you. All right, post setup. Give it a title. So this is where we are going to set up your content, social content. And once you create a piece of content, you can schedule it and you can publish it to multiple platforms. One piece of content and you can schedule it across multiple platforms with a click of a button. So first thing is to create that content. If you already have that content, just say, I don't need AI. You already know what you want to post. Just enter it and then just use it as a scheduling tool. And it will schedule it across multiple platforms. But if you want some help, you can say, yes, I want to use AI. So here, let's say I'm creating this content for Step Inside Funnel Challenge. So enter the main idea. You can use AI to generate full content. So I'm going to enter this. In my funnel challenge, I teach how to build profitable mini course funnel in just 3 days that generates $800 to $1,000 per month on autopilot. All right. That's my funnel challenge. So I want to create content to promote this challenge. Now, another cool thing that you can do in SSS is train it on your content, which means this one is about the Step Inside My Funnel Challenge. So I have a sales page where I explain everything, right? What it involves and what they're going to get and everything. So what you can do is you can click on Set Up Product Training and you can build this over time. And here you can say, I want to create my first training module. And what do you want to call it? Let's say I call it Step Inside. And this one doesn't matter. Enter whatever you want, internal use only. Now, URLs that you want to train it on. So here I'm going to enter my URL. This is my sales page URL. And you can also enter text because sometimes if the LLM is not able to read your sales page because you're posting, they might restrict access and so they may not allow it. You can also enter the text here manually for that. Takes a few seconds. What it learned. It knows everything about my offer, just a quick summary of everything. So I don't have to enter any of this manually. How easy is that, right? And you can also retrain it if you want. If you make a change, if you want to retrain it, you can. So let's say done. So you can also train it on multiple URLs and have all of that under the same module, or you can create different modules with different trainings and use different ones for each one of your posts. Truly endless options. This is an amazing platform. So now it shows the module that I have added, and you can add more if you want. All right. So I've selected this. So AI knows everything about the Step Inside Funnel Challenge. I didn't have to manually enter anything. Content format. You can do carousel. You can do regular post. Let's start with the regular post. So here I'm going to select Facebook and Instagram, both. All right. If you want, you can select more. So let's just do this two for now. All right. So all of this we entered right in the pop-up. You have it. You have an opportunity to change it. So you can change all of these if you want. All of this is there. And the theme. This is another awesome option we have. So you want your content generated. Which theme do you want it to use for the generated content? You can use this one, mix the themes. It will automatically randomly pick any 3 themes and it's going to generate content based on that. All right. So here I'm just going to leave it as the default tone. You can pick one, writing instructions. You can update it if you want. All of this is going to be in the settings page. And so you can use global settings. You don't have to keep on changing it every time, right? Your instructions. Follow these rules. Again, you can set it up once in the global setting. And again, AI model by default, as I said, you can set the default. But if you want to change it when you're creating your content for a specific piece of content, if you want to try a different one, you can always change it to that and save and next. So now it's going to show you the final prompt and you can change this prompt to whatever you want. Let's go ahead and generate the content. All right, it's done. You can see there are 3 different options here to pick from. You can pick whichever ones you want. All right, so it used, I said, mix it up, as far as the content theme. So it mixed it up. See, one of that is like a checklist here. One is this and one is this. Pick the one that you like. And if there is another one that you like, click on this, save to Idea Bank. You don't have to use it right away, but you can always use it later. Another awesome feature only SSS has. I love this. I'm going to select this one and I like this one. Say, for example, I'm just going to go ahead and save it to the Idea Bank. I'll look into this later. This one too. All right. So the rest I'm going to add to the Idea Bank next. All right. So now you can see Facebook and Instagram. Those were the 2 we picked. Later on, if you want to pick another one, you can always do that. So here, these are 2, both are connected. And so I'm going to select the Facebook page to which I want to post. And this is the content. You can see the preview, what it's going to look like on the right side. Now, you can select, you can enhance it further. It also generates video script for you if you want to do like reel or whatever. It's going to give you the video script. So you can use the script, record your content, and use that with your content. All right. So media, another cool thing we have done here is you can get SSS to create your image. And you can also use AI for your images. There are two different ways you can do it. Let's say you want to create an image using SSS. So you can see this is the text that shows, this is the image background, and this is the text. It shows, it automatically generates an image like this. You can see the preview here, but you can always change all of this, right? So let's go ahead and change the image. You can change the dimension here to this if you want. And you can add an overlay here, text frame, right? You can add an overlay here. See, it looks like this. It looks pretty nice. You can change the background color. There's a border color as well. Generate the image. That's it. Your image is done. You don't have to log into Canva for images. See, this was generated by. And also, if you want to use AI for images, you can click on this and you can see how many different ways you can generate. It integrates with GPT image. And this one is such a popular model. So you can use this as well. If you use AI images, we recommend like switch the text off because it usually messes up the text if you have a lot of text as part of the image. Instead, like get SSS to add a text overlay over your image. That's it. All right. So it's configured for Facebook. So let's go ahead and click on next. So here we need to select the Instagram account. Now, this is again post or reel. If you have, you can upload image, a video, and story. If you want to upload video, you can do that. So here, let's say it's a post. All right. So we need to upload media for this. So here we already created the media, right? So let's just say pick an existing SSS image because I don't want to redo it. I want the same one for Facebook and Instagram. I already have the image. I just created it. So I'll just select this one. Awesome. Done. Next. Now, same schedule for all or different schedule per platform. Another cool option we have is that you can say, I want to schedule it for a future date and all of them on the same date, same time. Or I want to use different schedule at platform level. Or on Facebook, I want to post it on this date. On Instagram, on a different date. You can decide if you want to do that. Let's say we want to use the same schedule. All done. Looks beautiful. All right. So you can see these are the two platforms, right? So you can publish it later. Let's say you want to publish it now because you want to test it now. So you can say publish now on Facebook, publish. Are you ready? Yes. Instagram, are you ready? Yes. Let's go do this. It's publishing now. Done with Facebook, Instagram, done. How easy was that? All right. You can see it's here. And it says published by Veena Prashant. That's because when I created my app in Facebook, I called it, I use my name as the app name. So it looks much more real, right? Otherwise, you don't want it to say published by SSS or published by domain name. That does not, it looks like an API posted it. If you want it to look real, use your name. All right. So next thing I want to show you is Instagram. All right. You can see Instagram. This is how it looks. All right. Just to click off a button and it's here. That's it. It's all done. You can see Facebook and Instagram. This is the post. We already published it. If you go to your calendar right here, this is the calendar and you can see the entire picture you will find here right now. This is March and we just posted these two to Facebook. You can see the platform name Facebook and this one is to Instagram. So instead of publishing it, if you had selected, I want to schedule it, it will let you schedule it, right? So say that you want to click add post, you can select a post and you can also schedule it for a future date. If you want to post the same thing, but on a different date and to a different platform, you can do that too. So how easy is this? Once you create your content, it lives forever. And now you can decide, you can always repurpose it. You don't have to just create and post the content once like we typically do, and then we don't use that content again. You cannot make the assumption that everyone is going to see your content as soon as you post it, right? You should definitely use it again and again. That's how this works. I can see the full picture here. There are different views here. See your schedule by week, by month, list view, everything. All right. This is the idea bank. Remember, we deposited 2 ideas to the bank is here. So now that we have done one of the posts, right? Say that in a few days you come back here or same day even, you say, okay, this one I want to schedule it. You can click on create post and it will remember everything from the previous setting. So you can take this content and post it or this one You can also add your own ideas. So say that you get a great idea. You're not ready to post about it yet, but you want to save it somewhere so it is there. So you want to refer back to it on a future date. You can do that too, right? Let's say I have a new idea, right? Thank you page conversion strategies. So as soon as I get the idea, I don't want to forget about it. So I can just deposit it here. I can add the idea here, right here. So whenever I'm ready, I can just say create a post from it. If you go to the dashboard, you will see this. Here it'll show you everything. It'll show you how many content, how many pieces of content you have posted so far, how many you have published, how many you have scheduled, how many are in draft mode, how many active platforms do you have. You can view the calendar, create a post, you will see the activity, how busy you have been as far as different platforms. It'll show you everything, full picture of it. So this is how it works. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to your feedback. Do let me know in the comments what you think about this plugin, how you plan on using it. I'm excited to find out and can't wait to see, different ways you are going to be using this plugin to grow your online business. This is not a nice to have plugin. This is a must have plugin if you're serious about your online business. And because if you're serious about your online business, marketing cannot be an afterthought. This is something that you should be spending a minimum of 50% of your time on. And with this plugin, you can do it so easily. This is something you have to do, but this is going to make everything effortless. Once you have set it up, once you have done all of the initial setup, this is going to be, you're going to have so much fun using this plugin. And I can't wait to see how you use this plugin. So go to smartsocialschedule.com, sign up there if you have not signed up already, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I'll see you soon. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.